I'm only valuable based on what I do, what I put out there in the world. Is that a belief of yours? Can you relate to it? Today's reflection is a little bit further on from the last video where I talked about creativity and our bit of our purpose in life, really. I said in that video how I have had a break because we've all been ill in the family while we're travelling full time. We're currently here in lovely Bali. I thought I'd bring you along on the beach today. And I said in that video that I struggled to get back to doing this, something I'm really passionate about, spreading the word about, showing you how I'm living consciously using mindfulness. And sometimes not, sharing these stories honestly. In previous videos, I've talked about where I've worked on myself, about I'm good enough. And then I went on to talk about I've worked on that belief what I do is not good enough. So I guess it comes back to those kind of beliefs and how we can try and change them. And I came across a video recently from Gabor Maté. If you've heard about him, he's a Hungarian medical doctor, and he has specialised recently in his most recent years. He's like 80, I think, and still going strong and talking about trauma and how to relieve the patterns and things. So I came across a video from him the other day that sort of added to the work I've already done and helped to clarify things a little bit. So going back to that phrase I said at the beginning, I'm only as valuable based on what I do, what I put out there. We have a big, strong belief about that as a society, don't we? Which then becomes individual. Success, doing, must be successful, you've got to get out there and do stuff. Successful through school, through your job, through your life, right? It's all success, all driven, all very masculine. But he said, if I had a stroke, does that mean I'm worthless? Because I can't actually physically do anything. So it makes you think, if you had a stroke or something that impaired you to not be able to do in the world anymore as you used to, as you perceived success, then are you worthless? What's the point? So back to my last video where I said I was a bit scared with this notion. I came across this before I heard Gabor talking about it. I've had a break because we were all ill, and then we're here 4 minutes from the beach, walking 4 minutes from the beach, and I wasn't getting out there still. There was like this block, why can't I get out there? Because if I don't do it, the thing I'm passionate about, then what am I passionate about? It's took me 30 odd years to find this passion in me that has come alive, has lit me up. If that's not lighting me up anymore, what do I do? It was a real big conundrum. It's basically what he's saying here. Are you worthless then? And I said, well, if I don't do that, if I don't do this expressing and reflecting on life and conscious living, if I don't do that, what have I got? Where's my creativity? Because I'm not an artist, I'm not a baker, I'm not those other creative things that so many people have in their toolkit. So it did scare me. And I did think at the time, because I am enough, I know that. So do I just be? Is it enough to just be in life? Is it enough to just be the best human you can be? The best mother you can be in the moment, in your life? Can you just be in your life, and can we call that success? Can we call that being worthy? And it was just really good to ask these questions. These are the questions that I love. These are the questions that light me up. Really deep, thoughtful, reflective questions about life, so we can live a conscious life. In my eyes, I don't think there's another way. It's fine. Everyone else lives their lives however they want to live. But for me, I want to live it and really be in it. I've got here in my notes, so if I know I'm good enough, then even if I don't do anything, I'm still good enough. And that's the key, isn't it? We are amazing beings if we can just believe that. We say these things, we're sovereign, we're this, that and the other, but do we live our lives by it? You know, do we see that in each other as well as ourselves? And can we just be and still feel good about just being? So it was a bit of a follow-on really from this thought about creativity and having to have a purpose. And if you've got one, great. I'm a big advocate for it. If you are a creative person, if you write poetry or write any sort of literature, anything, or you draw, you're an artist, or you're a musician, whatever it is, that spark that lights you up, do it, of course. But you know there'll be days when you don't want to. And you might start to question yourself like I did. And, well, if I don't do this, what? Am I giving it up? Maybe you just need a break. Maybe you just need some fresh eyes on it. There was something stopping me getting on this beach. I don't know what it is. I still don't know what it is. I've never had an issue before. I don't know if it's, like I said in that video, whether or not it's because Bali is so influencer heavy, and I didn't want to be that. I didn't want to be part of that. No judgment. It's just, I'm not that. I'm here to just tell my story, live my life, showing you how I use mindfulness in my life, whether it's through parenting, questioning things, beliefs and patterns that I want to change to be a better person, whether it's about relationships and anything in life, you know, the big questions. I've got my birthday coming up soon, and it's the day my mum died suddenly, you know, like life and death questions where we ask, is this it? Or why me? Or why them? And we talk about grief and things like that. So this is who I am on this channel. This is who I'm showing you now, where it's not just about travel. Travel is the backdrop. I'll tell you a little bit about where I am. But it's really about reflections on life. And I've changed the tagline to say life mirrored. Life mirrored. I actually have to give praise to hubby for that one. Because life is a mirror, you know. However life is showing up for you, it's a mirror of what's going on inside you. And likewise, our kids mirror us. And the things and situations and people that trigger us, it's a mirror for us to work on if we're conscious and want to do anything about it, you know. And I've been thinking about getting back into meditation. I haven't done meditation for a while, so I'm starting to be more pulled to that again. And just live in flow and a feminine energy a bit more. Because this this way we perceive success, and it's all driven. I don't want to be that anymore. Or I want to step away from it a little bit. There's nothing wrong with the masculine world. There are wounded sides to the masculine, and it's maybe going for the strengths, losing the weaknesses of the masculine and coming into the feminine a bit more. I'll probably do another video on that, because that's another one in itself. So I'm here, I'm on the beach, I got out this far, I didn't do the walk and talk, hopefully get to do that another day, but that walk along there is really busy. I got out at like 7ish today, just before 7, and it was already really busy. So I don't know, busy with bikes, busy with walkers, runners, everything. So we'll see if I get on that walk and do a walk and talk. But yeah, this is the reflection today. Are you good enough anyway, no matter what you do or don't do in your life? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Let's reflect together. Much love. Bye for now.